We begin with the most legendary of all, Mighty Morphin's White Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Empowered by the light of the White Tiger coin, Tommy commanded the White Tiger Zord, a sleek mechanical tiger that mirrored his rebirth as a leader. The Tiger Zord could shift from Tiger mode to Warrior mode, standing tall alongside the megaZord, but also fighting solo with its own sword. This Zord symbolized Tommy's evolution, not just as a ranger, but as someone who had left the darkness behind and embraced the power of light. Next, we move to Power Rangers Zeo, where the White Ranger role didn't appear. But it returned in a thunderous way in Power Rangers Turbo with the Phantom Ranger. Sometimes debated, but ultimately not classified as a White Ranger. So our journey jumps ahead to a mystical era where white magic shaped the world. Power Rangers Wild Force introduces Alyssa and Relay, the White Tiger Ranger. Alyssa commanded two primary Zords, the White Tiger Wild Zord, graceful but fierce, reflecting Alyssa's disciplined, compassionate spirit, and the Elephant Wild Zord, which she could also summon to form special weapon configurations. When her White Tiger joined the Wild Force megaZord, it didn't just add strength, it added balance, smoothness, a sense of harmony rooted in Alyssa's calm and focused presence. She wasn't the loudest warrior, but her Zords fought with elegance and precision. Then comes the era of storms and secrets, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, where the Ranger team split into elemental disciplines. While Ninja Storm did not feature a core White Ranger, its next spiritual successor, Dino Thunder, brought the mantle back in a striking way. Power Rangers Dino Thunder gives us Trent Fernandez Mercer, the White Dino Ranger. His Zord collection was one of the most visually powerful in the entire franchise. The Dragozord, a sleek, winged beast capable of aerial dominance. And later, the Stegazord, a powerful ground-based warrior with brutal strength. These Zords combined into the Dino Stegazord, a fusion of flight and armor, ferocity and precision. At first, Trent's Zords responded to his corrupted Dino Gem, fighting the Rangers, resisting control, and reflecting Trent's internal struggle. But once freed from megaZord's influence, the Zords became extensions of Trent's true self, loyal, courageous, and heroic. From ancient dinosaurs, we move into deep space with Power Rangers SPD, but here the White Mantle once again rests. SPD's primary teams didn't include a White Ranger, which means our next true White Ranger comes from one of the most magical eras in Ranger history. Power Rangers Mystic Force introduces Udana, the White Mystic Ranger. Her Zord wasn't a mechanical machine, it was a Titan form, a towering giant created from the purest magical energy. The White Mystic Titan was elegant, powerful, and deeply connected to the ancient forces of Root Core. Where mechanical Zords relied on engines and gears, Udana's Titan form relied on heart, wisdom, and pure magical will. Her Zord form symbolized guardianship, a mother, a mentor, and a protector of all magic. And while Udana's time on the battlefield ended early, another White Warrior stepped forward. Leanbao, the Wolf Warrior, who wielded a Wolf Warrior megaZord form, his own body transformed into a massive, armored Titan. Not a traditional Zord, but undeniably a megaZord-class form wielded by a white-aligned warrior of ancient power. For Power Rangers Jungle Fury, where the White Mantle returns in a unique and spiritual way. Here, white represents not purity, but wisdom and mastery of the animal spirit. We meet Dominic Hargan, the White Rhino Ranger. Dominic commands the powerful Rhino Steel Zord, which transforms into the towering Rhino Pride Megazord, a massive, brute force warrior that stands alone against even the strongest foes. Unlike most megazords, the Rhino Pride Megazord doesn't require combinations or assist Zords. It is a complete, standalone megazord, controlled solely by Dominic. Strong, stubborn, and full of heart, just like the Ranger who commands it. Here you go. A 60-second mid-tro, a 30-second outro, and a 30-second outro, alternate version, so you can pick the one that fits your video best. Number 60-second mid-tro, smooth, engaging, YouTube narration tone. Hey, real quick, before we jump into the rest of the story, I just want to check in with you. If you're still watching up to this point, then I know you're a real Power Rangers fan, the kind who actually cares about the lore, the Zords, the Rangers, and all the crazy details the casual fans always miss. And listen, I put a lot of time into making sure everything here is accurate, clear, and entertaining for you. So if you're enjoying the video, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and let me know which 6th Ranger is your favorite. And of course, if you're new here, or this isn't your first time watching, but you still haven't subscribed, now is the perfect moment. Join the channel, because we're diving even deeper into every era from Mighty Morphin all the way to Cosmic Fury. Alright, enough talking. Let's get right back into it. No White Ranger. In RPM behind the dome walls of Corinth, there was no White Ranger, no Tiger, no Falcon, no Celestial Power. Just a brutal war against Venjix. And a world that simply wasn't ready for a White Ranger's purity of power. But the franchise wasn't done with the White Mantle, not even close. Super Samurai, no White Ranger. The samurai powers were tied to ancient symbols and elemental kanji, and while many colors took the field, white never manifested, but the grid was preparing something special. Megaforce, Super Megaforce, no White Ranger. Alien armies invaded, legendary powers awakened, but even through all the transformations, no true White Ranger core emerged. The mantle remained dormant, waiting for the right soul. Dino Charge, no White Ranger. Even with 10 Rangers, even with Energem-enhanced forms, there was no White Dino Charge Ranger, because the grid was saving the color for someone with destiny written into their DNA. Ninja Steel, Haley Foster, White Ninja Steel Ranger. And then, finally, the White Mantle returned. Haley Foster, the calm, grounded, animal-loving heart of the Ninja Steel team. Her Zord? The White Ninja Steel Subsurfer Zord, a slick, high-speed, hover-powered machine that could ride the sky like a blade of light. Lightweight, precise, designed for surgical strikes and clean takedowns. But it didn't stop there. Combined with the team, it helped create the Ninja Steel megaZord formations. But Haley's identity stayed intact. The White Ranger, fueled by loyalty, love, and level-headed courage. She was the last traditional White Ranger, because the next one would rewrite everything. Dino Fury, Zato becomes the White Ranger. In Dino Fury Season 2, Destiny chose Zato, the Fallen Knight, the resurrected leader, the heart of Rafkon. Reborn not as a Red Ranger, but as the White Dino Fury Ranger, created directly by the Morphin Masters. This was not a suit. This was not armor. This was divine resurrection. His Zord, the Dino Fury Knight Zord, a celestial, energy-formed construct that blurred the line between machine, spirit, and the Morphin grid itself. It wasn't piloted. It responded to his will. It could channel pure white Morphin energy, create cosmic-scale beams, merge with Zato's spirit when his physical form faded, a Zord alive with the grid itself. But even this wasn't the end. Cosmic Fury, Zato, the White Morphin Master. In Cosmic Fury, Zato's evolution reaches its highest point. He becomes something beyond a Ranger, beyond a Knight, beyond mortal form. A Morphin Master-level White Ranger. No helmet, no visor, just cosmic energy sculpted into a Ranger's silhouette. His Zord evolves too. Not a machine, not an animal, not even a Dino Fury construct, but a cosmic white entity Zord, a sentient living formation of light that answers only to Zato's presence and consciousness. A megaZord with no metal, no cockpit, no engineering. Just the Morphin grid, given shape. And even after Zato transcends into a higher plane, the Zord's presence lingers, proof that White Ranger energy does not die. It transforms. From the mechanical precision of Haley's Subsurfer Zord to the divine cosmic ascension of Zato's White Entity Zord, the journey of the White Ranger becomes something sacred, a mantle that appears only when destiny demands it. And with each new era, the White Ranger's Zord becomes less mechanical, more spiritual, and ultimately, a manifestation of the Morphin grid itself. The White Ranger is no longer just a warrior. They are a guardian of the very energy that fuels every Ranger in existence. And that wraps up today's breakdown. If you made it to the end, thank you. You're literally helping the channel grow more than you know. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and every single like, comment, and share pushes us one step closer. So if you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe, stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next one. May the power protect you.